Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of Uranium ETF, ticker symbol URA. And I will also be going over NextGen Energy, ticker symbol NXE, as well as Uranium Energy, ticker symbol UEC, which was requested, so I thought I'd add it to the uranium list here. And so just looking at the uranium chart here, basically what we can see is it looks like there is this double top pattern here. However, it could be a cup and handle. And if you want to learn more about that from the perspective of Gareth Soloway, who I've learned so much from as far as technical analysis goes. I did post his video on not only uranium but also NVIDIA, so you can check that out for his take on uranium. And so I have a somewhat different perspective on it. Basically, what he goes over is looking at uranium on the weekly time frame. You can see what looks like is, this cup shape, and there's a possibility that we see bullish consolidation here, so that would be like a cup and handle. But what I have identified, which I went over in the last video, is if we take a step back, I'm actually going to remove the volume profile. Excuse me. If we take a step back, we can see actually that there is this very large cup and what looks like handle that was previously formed, that goes back to, with the high in March of 2014, and then the recent, double top that formed that cup being in November 2022. And we get this bullish consolidation, downtrending consolidation here, following that with a breakout, and then now retesting the level of approximately 28 bucks. It does look like it has broken out, but we are in the middle of the week, so we'll have to see what the weekly close is. Ideally, what would be really nice is if we can see a weekly close above, let's see the high here, $28.55. So if we can hold current levels closing the week above $28.55, which was the high for the week closing December 22nd. So this looks like a doji here that kind of got rejected from where that orange line is. And so, or actually closed right at that orange line. And so what we want to see for continuation is close above this level, 28.55. But we might see a pullback. And so one thing that does kind of stand out to me is that we did see this higher high here. And so that could signal that there could be a pullback. However, I don't see bearish divergence in the RSI. As you can see here, this is on the weekly, that the RSI is actually higher, forming higher highs, just like the price. There's no divergence there. But I do think it's going to be really important to be holding above approximately $28 for weekly closes, but to continue with bullish moves, definitely $28.55. And then also I do want to go over this downtrending white line that I have drawn here. I actually have to switch over to the monthly time frame to look at that. And that is really just based on the tops of the candles over here for the month of February 2012. And we did have some wicks pierce that, but it does look like it had served as resistance that time. It then did break out, coinciding with a breakout from this downtrending bullish consolidation following the formation of this cup. So that being the handle, this has broken out. It might pull back, and I could see it coming down to like $22.70, this yellow line. Basically, you could see a number of tops hitting that level, so it has served as resistance in the past, meaning that would serve as notable resistance, notable support in the future. And so with this resistance over here, that consolidation, we do have this nice volume shelf going up to around 22.20. And so price could be pulling back to there. And so kind of from Gareth's perspective, we do have this cup formed here. We might see some consolidation. And if that does happen, prices will come down. But long term, this is the weekly chart. So thinking longer term, years into the future, being very bullish on uranium. But if you want to do more short-term trading, it's quite possible that what we see here, looking on the daily time frame, it's quite possible this is a blow-off top going up to 29.29, high of the day on January 10th. So that is something to consider depending on your time frame. If you're a long-term bull, uranium's looking really good. There might be opportunities to dollar cost average over the next few weeks, few months, get your average lower. But if you're a short-term player, it might be, that we're seeing topping signal here with a blow-off top there. But then translating, a lot of these lines over to NextGen Energy, I basically have, this yellow line that could be acting as support, having been prior resistance at around $5. So it's possible there will be a pullback to that. There isn't as much history with these two stocks, NextGen Energy and Uranium Energy. So I couldn't draw the white trend line going back to 2014. But that does look like, there was a breakout in, February 2023. And then the orange line, the orange level, is really based on a top around $6.50. Looking at Uranium Energy, ticker symbol UEC, I do have the yellow line at $4.22, having served as resistance here. Also coming back to here, does look like it was resistance in at the beginning of 2022. Downtrending line here had served as resistance, but there was a breakout. And then the orange line right around $6.60. And so basically for me, I am most intrigued by NextGen Energy. I just feel like the chart is a little bit cleaner than the Uranium Energy chart. I do think that, this breakout is a little more convincing. And also, these two, NextGen Energy and Uranium Energy, they are notably cheaper per share than URA, but they do tend to have the same kind of structure. Like, let's see, for example, peak in November 2021 and April 2022. If it goes back that far, with Uranium Energy, still have same peaks, but they're not necessarily to the same level. The first one's a little bit lower, and then NextGen Energy, these are a little bit more similar in my view to the URA chart. So that's why I am a little more intrigued by NextGen Energy than I am with Uranium Energy. But overall, those are my thoughts on uranium. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.